Hello, Your Majesty, and welcome now to Thursday. Well, finally, I think the Leos are feeling sunny and a bit more happy today than usual. Part of that is the moon's kind of manipulation of us. The full moon in Capricorn will be crossing over Jupiter during the course of the day, and when the moon hits Jupiter, two things happen. On the one hand, no matter how depressing life can be, Jupiter suddenly just demands that we look at everything half full. So we get more optimistic, we get happier, and when I've been really down and the moon hit Jupiter, I suddenly felt great about life. It just comes out of nowhere. So if you go with the flow, you will be rescued. The other thing is the moon crossing Jupiter makes your emotions have to expand. You have to feel outside of your box. A lot of times we box in our feelings, especially with you and lifestyle. That's where this all plays out. So Leo's going, I can only be happy if I have Gucci on. I can only be happy if this happens, if I drive to work in that, if I do this. And yes, sometimes Leos can be materialistic, but it's not about materialism. It's about having the best of the best of the best, right? Well, one thing I have not talked about is that it's now time with this Moon-Jupiter conjunction for you to feel outside that. You got to open up your boundaries, man, and not be so limited in your emotions. And Jupiter hitting the moon today may offer you that opportunity of insight. Plus, the moon is full. Plus, it's opposing the sun in Cancer. So today is probably the most intense part of that obstacle I talked about yesterday, where you might be torn between your lifestyle and the weeds in your soul garden. Now, when it comes to the weeds in your soul garden, the sun today is actually ruled by Neptune, so you'll be naturally intuitive. It'll be easier to get answers from your higher self than usual. I suggest you go ahead and ask, especially if you don't know how to kill a certain weed. And secondly, I want to talk about the Mars conjunction of Saturn. Now, Saturn has been in your house of soul capital for some time now, trying to help Leos feel better about themselves, realize they're worth $1 million. I mean, really realize their value. And so you've been working toward that end, but I did not talk about the effect of Saturn hitting Mars. When Saturn hits Mars, it forces our ego awareness, our ego state of consciousness to grow up also. So it's not just you growing up there, it's wherever Mars is in your chart is also growing up. And that might be really a place of anger if you don't know. Now, are you curious where this may be? It's in your house of beliefs. Your beliefs, what you believe in, your religion. If you find yourself super angry that life just is not treating you fair, you got to ask yourself if maybe you're just a little bit immature, Your Majesty, in your beliefs and your expectations of life. You do write the code of the Matrix. You can change it. All right, Leo, that's all I have for Thursday. I'll see you tomorrow with your weekend forecast. Live, love, be. So